So Heng Swee Keat is normal. Won't become the next Prime Minister of Singapore. Oh no. So who will be the better player? This one, or this? Sup guys, today I'm gonna show you who should be the next Prime Minister of Singapore. Are you ready to know? But before that, let me share with you why Aheng needs to decline the offer to be the next Prime Minister. The reason is very simple. His heart cannot take it, I'm too old. Moreover, he's not a person good in talking and his lack of charm just because of him talking about, oh, East Coast plan. We want to have East Coast plan. Then because of this, some gila siao people laugh at him. So he cannot really talk and lack of charisma and he is short. You know that kind of AA less than 1.6 meter around there? Why? A pity. But face it guys, many companies nowadays would like to see how tall you are before employing you. You know those kind of companies, they like to see your height too. Hi, there should be height discrimination law in Singapore. Moreover, not many girls will really like someone who are AA type unless you are very rich. This explains why my friends have so many girlfriends while me, I'm also AA type. If you are short, you only have to lift up your head to look at people, and others will look down on you. Hello, Keat. Sometimes me myself already feel so besong while meeting with those tall people. Like what you see today and Trump together. Look down, look up. But in any case, Heng can be an excellent Prime Minister because he has proven his responsibility to advance Singapore and improve the well-being of Singaporeans in the past few years. And because of it, there's a lot of incentive for Singaporeans, especially during this pandemic. By the way, is becoming a Prime Minister really so good, especially in Singapore? It's not about how much pay the PM is getting, but about the entire Singapore that he'll be responsible for. If anything, such as economy collapse, the Prime Minister will have the bare full responsibility. And because of this, many Singaporeans will have to throw cappuccino eggs on their faces. Also, do you know that becoming a regular minister in Singapore, their jobs can be very dirty. They will need to do all kinds of dirty work to please their residents. Besides Singapore, have you ever heard of any country that requires a minister to bring himself down to the streets to talk and discuss with the citizens about their problems? No, right? In the daytime, they have to please many high-profile leaders at those G.I. Joe, Johnson & Johnson, and also Aheng. And during their rest day, especially at night, they have to laugh and talk with the residents and listen to their stupid, silly, nonsense problems they have until their hair also turn white. The minister jobs are really dirty. So this brings me to Minister Chun. He was ridiculed by many Singaporeans because he said things like cotton from sheep, and all kinds of Singlish words come up from him despite he has done so many dirty jobs for Singaporeans. First of all, do you really think he really want to be the Prime Minister of Singapore? Ironically, someone could post some stupid online petition to protest him to become the next PM. Seriously? Don't you think all these hoo-ha things going on are so ridiculous? This only shows how those Singaporeans really are. Moreover, if any one of them really become the Prime Minister, it makes no difference to us. All of them have received the same PAP training, same management methods under PAP style, behaving the same, talking the same, also thinking the same. The only difference is that they are taller than Heng. So if Chan really gonna be the PM, he will really go very bonkers. Why me? With great power comes with great responsibility. Don't we know that? On one hand, he will need to face Singaporeans mocking as ordinary Singlish behavior. On the other hand, all minister and MP will expect him to be more careful how he presents himself. On the other hand, he will need to face many howling leaders like G.I. Joes and Johnson & Johnson. On the other hand, Lee Hsien Loong and Ho Chun will keep an eye on him every minute of every day, telling him, you better don't anyhow play. Look at you, look at me, how you like that? Look at you, now look at me, how you like that? Therefore, as a Prime Minister, he'll be under a lot of pressure and stress. It might be better for him to become the president. To everyone. Then why should we stop him to become the prime minister? Is it just because I said some Kiasu Singaporeans were Xiaxue, cotton comes from sheep, and sometimes using Singlish? At least we could already see his other side of behavior. To be honest, each of us has at least 2 different behavior to adapt to different situations. In work, we may be like, yes sir, yes boss, yes, that kind of yes man attitude. But when we are outside, we may behave like other kind. Lim Bei said yes means yes. Don't argue with me, that kind of thing. So many world leaders or CEOs or whatever prominent people we know of, we don't really know who they are. In the public, they may appear sincere, nice, and charitable. But behind the scene, they could be like some idiots, using abusive language on their workers into some kind of perfect activities and bansai don't even cheat carton. As such, for Aheng, he's just showing who he really is, a straight talk and down-to-earth person to get himself to be closer to Singaporeans. Isn't this what many Singaporeans want? A leader who can really understand the ordinary people and integrate together as one people. Hence, Chun is not just a leader who can manage Singapore, but also a kind of an ordinary people who can straight talk anything from inside instead of mostly from here. Thus, he's not someone who beat around the bush or flick blata to get his message across, but someone wants to be frank and straightforward with us. How you like that?
How you like that?
So what's wrong with him saying cotton comes from sheep since he's trying to maintain the same level of communication with us? When we are going out with friends, we don't even pay so much attention to the way we speak too. My point is, it's better to have a straightforward or straight talk prime minister than to have someone hypocrite who always like to freak plata every time. So you're gonna like that. Da 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 da. I hope you enjoy my video, and the reason I do this video is to tell Singaporeans why do people want to mock at Chun just because he speaks English or because he's say about Singaporeans being Xiaxue and say that he's cocky or arrogant. No, he's not the kind of man to me, and I feel that Chun is a sincere and a straight talk person, and he can say whatever from his heart, but not really a person that is being hypocrite. So why do we need to stop him from being the prime minister anyway? Whether he become the prime minister or other become the prime minister, you're still the same, right? Anyway, being a prime minister is not so easy in Singapore, and we keep on complaining about prime minister pay so high, and that to me is so preposterous. It's not about the pay that the prime minister is talking about, it's about the responsibility that he need to hold, right? So if you like my video, remember to subscribe and share. Ciao!